Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen. After all that crazy noise, we're here. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? This show is going to knock your socks off. I can tell you that. Okay. But before we start anything, we want to know who we're talking to. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Are you coming from the Great Lakes, Lake Erie? Where are you guys at? We got Kathy Cordy House. Steve Christ is already here. Holy smokes. Where's the good neighbor Pat Neese at, Steve? We got to figure that part out. I'll tell you what, when you guys see Mike McLaughlin, it's going to be mind blowing. It's going to be crazy ridiculous when you see that man come on. I'll tell you right now. So as always, tell us D7 is in the house. We got D7 in the house. Do we have the wonderful Monroe posse in today? Who do we got in from Monroe? How about way the heck up in Torch Lake, Michigan? What do we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen? What do we got? All right, let's see. Pat needs a good neighbor. Sure, she sure is. I almost swore there for a second, Pat. I almost swore there, but I did not. I refrained. All right, guys. So this is episode 162. 162 episodes of Talking Real Estate. Calling it Figure Out My Faucet. Little Eminem play there for you. Figure out your faucet. We're going to talk about water. Lots and lots and lots of clients that are buying either rural or local are talking about water stuff. And so it just keeps kind of rolling around in my mind about that kind of stuff. So we got all kinds of cool stuff to show you and cool things to talk about. So that's where we're at right now. All right. So my first question of the show, do you drink bottled water? Do you drink bottled water? Put it in the chat. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Put it in the chat, please. Do you drink bottled water? Yes or no in the chat, please. What do you think? 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 Do you drink bottled water? It's going to be crazy. Like, we're going to share a lot of cool stuff with you. So stick around and check this thing out. Yes, I do. Pat Nee says she does. The good neighbor. Who else? What else? Steve Kreitz says sometimes. Get Steve Kreitz out of sometimes. Shelly says absolutely. What else? 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 Tell us what you do. Do you drink bottled water? Do you drink bottled water? That is the first question of the day. And you know, we're going to ask our good friend Mike McLaughlin when he gets on about the bottled water action. We're going to see where he stands on that. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, if you know me, you know that my favorite organization, nonprofit organization, is Miami's Mission. They deal with and support autistic families in the Downriver area. So if you ever want to donate, there is the QR code for it right there at the very top. So if you want to donate, it's right there at the very top. Tracy J is in the house. Good to see you, Trace. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So if you get a chance, you feel like donating, feel like you have a couple bucks to share, Miami's Mission, we are always willing to take your donations. All right. All right. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, with no more waiting, the man, the myth, the legend, Mike McLaughlin in the house.
Scott Bergeron, how are you, sir?
How in the heck are you?
I don't know. I'm very thankful this evening.
Thankful for what?
Thankful to my dear friend Scott for getting me this new microphone.
What the, ladies and gentlemen, how does Mike McLaughlin sound? Give us something in the chat. Tell us it's amazing. I mean, he used to be a DJ back in the day. He could spin some records and then tell you all kinds of crazy good stuff. Put it in the chat if you can hear Mike McLaughlin and it sounds good.
DJ Jazzy Mike is what they called me.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure back in the day. See, Pat Nee says it's amazing.
Look, I got to get my 2 cents on this one. I never drink bottled water.
That's ridiculous. You're so ridiculous. Michael, the
never.
Room
I'm against it. I'm against it.
Are you?
No.
So did the room get smaller or what?
No. As you can, if you're perceptive, you'll see that you can't see all the crap that's behind me like you normally can. What I got is I have a just a little background here.
Attaboy. Michael, listen. So you drink bottled water. You're a bottled water kind of guy. Do you do any kind of filtration in the house or anything like that?
We don't filter anything in the house, and we only drink the bottled water when it's convenient, like to send with Tommy to school, or if we're going on a trip to grab one to take with us. Don't really drink it around the house. Just got my Tervis here that I pretty much use. Melissa has a what's those uh, a Himalayan? No, what's the she has her own big cup that she
Yeti, a
uses to
Yeti.
whatever that brand is that makes those Yeti. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeti or
there you go.
something like
There you
that.
go.
But we pretty much use the reusable bottles, and even Tommy does too, but he'll take a we'll pack him with a water bottle for lunch so that he has something that will fit in his lunch box and keep cold, until then. But that's really the only reason why we use bottled water. We don't filter here either. I don't know. I looked into it a couple times, thought about it, different things, but I don't know. I just been drinking the water my whole life. I don't know.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Michael, so a couple things quick for you, real quick. Okay. If you need Mike McLaughlin's mortgage app, it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. So you can QR code that bad boy. If you know anybody that needs some mortgage help, Mike McLaughlin's app is the key. Okay. You're gonna see my this ridiculous mug and his cute mug on there, and that's how it goes from there. So that's Mike McLaughlin's mortgage app. It does all kinds of calculating for you, helps you figure out lots of stuff, right, Michael?
Yeah, and actually, I was just thinking. I don't believe that one. I didn't think about it. Is the one that's with both of us.
Oh, it
So I'm
is,
gonna
buddy.
put.
I went back and changed it myself, so I made sure of it.
Oh, look at you! So
I don't
you
mess around. You know what I
you
mean? I
got a
don't
new
mess
QR
around.
code for it,
Yep, absolutely. I sure did. Sure did. Sure did. Sure did. Sure did.
Scott. You are a surprising gentleman. You
Listen,
are.
I don't mess around, my friend. I do not mess around. So I want to give you a quick shout out, guys. Here's Mike. You know, Mike and I do a lot of business together, and he's the one I trust in mortgages. So we had an appraisal that was scheduled that was done Monday. Today is Wednesday. It was back this morning. So in 2 days. So I always tell clients 2 to 12 days. That's a long span of time, like a lot of difference, right? It came back in 2 days and it came back at value. So I
Yeah,
think the word, now I'm going to use this phrase, okay, real quick, and then we'll get back to normal stuff. That a very seasoned realtor that we both know said you had very generous appraisals.
yeah. I think that's true.
Very generous appraisals. So I tell people, I go, if I talk to another realtor, I go, yeah, my guys got pretty generous appraisals. That's what I say all the time. So
Well, we're confident in the appraisers that we work with that they're good at their job, that they worked in the downriver community for decades, and we know that they're going to know what the value is and how to get their job done.
yeah,
So,
I got you. I got you. Michael, so what's big and new on the mortgage front of the financing front? Talk to me.
um, not a whole lot this week. Kind of quiet. Mortgage applications were up about 7.5% from. I guess that would be from January to February. So that's what we expect. We should see the same kind of uptick in March here as we're moving to spring, and we're just anticipating a normal spring into summer buying season. And, we've been, I think, in this little bit of a higher rate environment long enough that we're comfortable with it as the new norm where we are. And they will go up and down. And when they do, we'll adapt to that new environment. But as long as my big thing is, as long as owning a house is still more affordable than renting, and as long as with our down payment assistance, you can actually here I'm gonna say this on the down low. You can actually buy a house for cheaper than what it takes to get into a rental. Because when you get
Yeah,
into a
true.
rental, you got first month's rent, let's call it $1,500, last month's rent, and security deposit. By the time you're done, you're north of 4,000 already. I can get you into that same house that's 1,500 a month for 3,000. So with down payment assistance. So
I just I always tell people the same thing that it's gonna be cheaper. I mean, which is weird. Like it's weird to fit like it doesn't rattle around your head the right way. You know what I mean? You go, well, that doesn't really sound, but it's true.
it absolutely is cheaper to buy a house and cheaper with out of pocket expense to get into a house if you meet if you meet these requirements. The credit score above 640, all adults in the household have to be on the loan. Your income is less than the household income is less than 90,000 a year. That's pretty much it. You meet those requirements, you can get into a house. Your monthly mortgage payment is going to be less than what you would pay to rent the same house by at least 15-20%. And on top of that, you're going to get into that house for less than what it would be for first month's, last month's, and security deposit.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely get that. It's so that's our big thing this week, I guess, Michael. That renting is not cheaper than buying.
No, affordability is always there. If you're in the position where you have to make a decision between buying or renting, then that I think it's an easy decision. If you've come to the point where you've got to make a decision, okay, I'm either going to rent a new place or buy a new place. Hey, the the numbers tell you it's at a minimum it's a lateral movement. So hey, get that home ownership, start building that equity in that home. As the we talk about why inflation is so bad and all the bad things about inflation. Well, have you heard about these inflation bonds? I guess they call them like I bonds. So
Okay.
you can get CDs and in the 4% plus range. 2 years ago, you couldn't get a CD with a 1% return. You couldn't get a bank account statement with any kind of earnings on it. So now at least you can, when you invest money, when you put it in the bank, there's at least a return. Now you'll get a little bit of interest on your money. And the same thing goes with appreciation of homes. We talk about inflation. Inflation affects everything. It's also affecting the value of the homes. So you're going to find a way to protect yourself against that inflation, because at least your house will appreciate at the same rate as the inflation is causing other things to go up.
Gotcha. Quick shout outs. First, quick shout out to my friend Brett. He and his girl Bailey, my other dear friend, are looking for a house right now. We know them both, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Tracy J, one of the new viewers, said, bought my first house through FHA about 5 years ago. Would be able to find a different home through it. I mean, beneficial for me, better than renting. So she's talking about renting the qualities of that stuff too. So guys, you got to tell people that you know. You got to tell people that you know that renting is just not the move. It's just not the move.
No, I mean, I guess it's situational, but if all things are equal, you know, the benefits of home ownership are going to outweigh the benefits of renting if all things are equal with where you are.
100%, 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick again, let me throw Mike McLaughlin's app out there for you. If you're even thinking about it, okay, download the app, go ahead and put some information in, and he'll get you all the goods that you need. It's also, I think, Mike, it's got a mortgage calculator and some other things too on there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a mortgage calculator. It's got the definition of all the mortgage terminology that you might hear thrown around. It's also the easiest way to have a business card of Scott and myself on your phone at all times.
And
So and if you meet someone who could use Scott's services or my services, you can go right into the app, and as soon as you open the app, it says right there. See if I can get to focus on it.
there you go. Yep.
Oh, the lighting's not great.
Nope.
Share this app.
There it is. I can see it now. Yep.
All you got to do, you meet somebody and they're at the grocery store and it's an old friend of yours and they say, "Boy, I'm thinking about buying a house," or "I hate renting," or whatever. Boom! Click on this button. You can share it with, and you can text it right to your friend right there on your phone and save save them from the trouble of working with somebody who's not going to take care of them.
Yeah, that's the worst thing in the whole world. Mike, before I let you go, I got one more thing for you. Ready?
I'm ready.
All in all is just another brick in the wall.
We don't need
No
no
education.
education. We don't need any continuing education for the realtors out there.
I'm telling hey, so just because we got good mics, buddy, doesn't mean we should sing anymore, I don't think.
Well, you're not going to stop me from singing. I just won't do it when the microphone's on.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike McLaughlin, the legend, the man, the myth. Give me a little go, Mike, go, Mike, go, Mike, go, Mike, go, Mike in the chat, please. Pump it up for Mike McLaughlin, the hardest working man in mortgages and Magic Mike. Michael,
Thanks, Scott.
we will see you later, my friend.
Thank you again, and thank you for the microphone again. It's a world of difference. I appreciate
Listen,
it.
you sound great, buddy. I mean, even your singing sounds better. I'm telling you. See you,
It's gonna be
buddy.
hard to sound worse, right?
See you, buddy.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike McLaughlin, he is a legend. I'm telling you right now. Chris Wojcinski throwing some shade on him. Get your day, quit your day, don't get your day job, boys. Got a little Go Mike from Kathy Cordy, Go Mike from my good friend Steve Christ. Got all kinds of good stuff here. All right. So let's keep on rolling. The deep dive today, ladies and gentlemen, and let me tell you where this came from. Okay. The deep dive today is from um, I had a couple of folks buy homes that had wells, so they tested water, and just a lot of different people that have quirks about water, right? That won't drink out of plastic cups, things like that. So I was really starting to dig into water filtration systems, that kind of stuff. So it was just interesting to me. Like you could go from 50, 30, 40, 50 bucks all the way up to a couple $1,000. But even so, if it's cleaner and better for you, I guess it's better because the one the one house I closed last Monday, they had arsenic in their water. Okay. Now it sounds terrible, like the whole world's going to end, but you put a filtration system in and it gets the arsenic. I mean, cleans it all right up. Right. Or people that have that, because a lot of people that we know are buying houses out further out. So they're having that well stuff. So it's one of those things where it doesn't, I mean, I remember my aunt and uncle used to have, when they lived out in Algonac, they'd have us bring them city water all the time. They would have us, it's a different kind of thing. Is the water, well, water tastes weird. So that's kind of where this whole thing started. But I've got 5 different types of water filtration-esque type systems or things. I've got specific idea models for you and everything. So we're gonna go through the 5 different types of ways you can deal with water and make it cleaner, easier, better for you to drink. So a lot of people talk about bottled water. This is probably the same or better. So there we go. Number 1, you go with a water pitcher with a filter. That's real easy. You put water in it, you throw it in the fridge, and it's just a real simple, easy thing. And even so, let me show you this. So I did the extra step of getting it like please you can look at like this. Oh, this one down here. There we go. So here we go. The pure large water filter dispenser. It can do like 30 cups of water, 32 bucks. So if you want cleaner drinking water and the easy thing, that's the easiest one right there. I found it on Amazon. Looked through some reviews with my behind the scenes team here, and we came up with that. So that's number 1. A water pitcher with a filter, 30 bucks, right? Nice, simple, easy one. Okay. Number two, a faucet water filter, Mhm. So a faucet water filter, you stick it on your faucet and does this, it goes through it and it definitely takes care of the water straight. Like usually carbon filters in there, things like that. But there's this one. So a Brita water filter for the sink. It mounts right to your sink. $30, 31 bucks. Same price as the pitcher, basically. Same price as the pitcher. Guys, feel free to snap the QR codes as I put them up. Okay. Feel free to do that as I put them up because I got one for each one of these for us today. So that's number 2, a faucet water filter. All right. Now, this one, I had a gentleman, I went and showed a house, and this where were we at? I'm trying to think where we were at with this one. Monroe? Was it Monroe? No, it's further out. I can't remember now. The guy started out with a whole house water filtration system, and he went to this, a UV water filter, a UV. Now that sounds cool to me. That sounds like Star Wars kind of stuff, right? That sounds like Star Wars kind of ridiculous stuff there. So that one is this one. I think it's this one. There it is. So you want to get a little fancier, a UV water filter, 500 bucks. Okay. 500 bucks. That's not bad. Somebody likes it. Somebody already likes it. That's a good thing. For $500. I mean, that's, you put it in and it's going to UV clean your water like crazy. I know we use those for wrestling. They had UV filters for cleaning mats when I coach wrestling too. So UVs can, I guess, kill all kinds of bacteria and all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay. So that's number 3. Number 4. This is the one that I heard the most and the one that sounds most scientific to me, right? It sounds most scientific to me too. So a reverse osmosis system, okay? Culligan, the reverse osmosis. Rich Roberts in the house. Good to see you, Coach. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Janine McKay as well. Good to see you too, kiddo. So a reverse osmosis. Let's see, reverse osmosis. There it is. All right. Now, let me find it. Still not ridiculously $100,000. I mean, you get a reverse osmosis, the cleanest water you can probably get. I mean, almost like it's almost distilled level for 900 bucks. So, like I said, guys, go ahead and click those codes. That's what we got them here for. We're going to try to give you more examples, like concrete examples for you, too. And also, want to give a quick shout out to Amber Marshall, that's watching right now. Amber, throw something in the comments, throw something in the chat for us. We'd love to hear your input. Okay. So that's number 4. All right. Number 5, the most expensive one, whole house water filter. Whole house water filter. Right. This is the most expensive one that we could find, most expensive thing, and the best rated one. AquaSand whole house water filter for $1,700. That's going to do your whole house. It's going to filter everything in the whole house. So again, I'll walk through these for you real quick. I'll go right through them all real quick for you because I know folks were kind of interested and curious. So you want to start low grade, right? Just the pitcher itself, the pure large water filter dispenser, $32. Nice and easy. Okay. Number 2, the Brita water filter, faucet mount. Number 3, the UV rate one for $500. Number 4, the water drop reverse osmosis machine. Okay. And then number 5, the whole house water filter. All right. So those are the different ones that we saw. We wanted to bring you more value, so we came up with some specifics. So hopefully that's helpful to folks. Hopefully that's helpful. Water softener, under sink, collagen unit. Yeah. All are great options, but only if you do the maintenance like you're supposed to. Yeah. Trace, that's a big thing with everything, right? If you do the maintenance on stuff, then you'll take care of things, they take care of you. That's how that usually works. And folks, that's our in-house contractor, Tracy Schultz. The legend continues. Mhm. All right. So last one, we do a bonus one in there for you too. So, and this is for people that like the soft skin, My crackdown team found we were looking through things. I mean, if you get a shower head filter, So that's one that we also came up with too. So you can put that in your shower. It gets less chlorine and things like that too. So again, looking at health wise stuff, and just it all started with we were in different homes in different areas, and somebody had water tests that came back at a high arsenic level. So it kind of get me interested in all this kind of stuff. So there definitely is an interesting set of things. All right. All right. So the next segment, and guys, I try to get this figured out. Is people just, I've had at least 3 people now tell me that they start singing the song with me. You can get with this or you can get with that. So this or that, this or that, this or that. So for this segment, here's what you do. Ashley Antonosian, nice. I like that. Change your filters Monday. She follows the rules. See? So for this or that, we're going to do all water stuff. So what you do is you put your vote, either one or the other, in the comments, in the chat. Okay. So bottle versus tap. Put your answer in the chat. Bottle versus tap. Put your answer in the tab. Let's see what we got. Let's see who the winner is. This or that, this or that, this or that. Let's see. Chris Bergeron says tap. Holy smokes. Janine McKay says bottle. Kathy Cordy says bottle. Come on, folks. What do you think? Steve Christ says tap. Alicia Wilson says bottle. Ashley says tap. Talk to me. Amber Marshall says bottle.
You know I want a bottle.
My dear Shelley says bottle. But picky. I like that. Hose. That's fun. That's a fun one. Tracy Schultz says old school tab. Need my chlorine. Oh, Bailey says bottle unless it's Aquafine, then tab. All right. So this or that, number 2. This is one for me, right? Flavored or unflavored. This or that. This or that. This or that. I gotta have my mayo in the water most times. This or that. This or that. Flavored or unflavored water. What do you think? Flavored or unflavored? What do you think? Unflavored. Uh-oh. Pat Neeks, a good neighbor, says unflavored. Alicia Wilson says unflavored. Chris Bergeron, unflavored, unless it's tea. Joe Wojcinski says unflavored. Depends on the location, Rich says. Depends on the location. That a boy. Steve Kreitz says Gatorade. Geneva K says unflavored. Amber Marsh is unflavored. Rich Roberts says salty. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Oh, Mike McLaughlin says coffee flavored. Holy smokes. Let's see what we got. Do we? God, that one's tight. We're going to the judges on this one. They're going to go unflavored. Unbelievable. I must be picky or something like that. I must be picky. I must be picky. Last one. Toughest one for some people. Okay. Some people I know will not even drink out of one of these. We're going plastic cup or glass. Which do you prefer? Plastic cup or glass? This or that? This or that? This or that? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Plastic cup or glass? Plastic cup or glass? Uh-huh. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Uh-oh, here we go. The good neighbor,
My
Patney,
people.
says plastic. Ashley says glass. Alicia Wilson says glass. Janine McKay says glass. Rich Roberts with a big capital letters glass. Ah, dang it. Tervis plastic. You're killing me. Joe Wojcicki plastic. Steve Kreitz plastic. Amber Marshall going glass. Ay, 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 ay. So the glass people have it. Unbelievable. I won't give in. I'm still going plastic cup. I don't care. What do we got here? Metal thermal cup. Ooh, fancy. Hold your pinky out when you use the metal thermal cup. Go ahead. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that now it brings us to the segment show you all have been waiting for. I can tell you this: there is one image of these three that I might need to put a warning label on. I will tell you when it comes up. It might be a little too much. It might be a little too much. Diane Kwame's in the house. Holy smokes! Now we're talking. All right, so let's go with what Realtors See number one. Now, if those of you that just joined us have never watched the show before, what Realtors See, I see ridiculous things all the time, guys. I see this weirdest, craziest, coolest, most unbelievable stuff every single day. Okay, I was on showings Monday, and I think I took 12 pictures. There were so many ridiculous things. So, what your job is to caption in the comments the ridiculous picture that I show. Okay, I put the picture up, and your job is to caption it. That's your job. Okay, what you win the chance at millions of dollars on a scratch off ticket, compliments of Talking Real Estate and the Bergeron team. Okay, sent directly from the show. So that's what you win. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let's start with number one. And again, there's going to be one that has, and going to have an advisory on. There's going to be one that will have an advisory. What Realtors See number one, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. What Realtors See number one. Your job is to caption it. We walked into a garage and saw that hanging from the top. What Realtors See. Your job is to caption it. There it is. I do advise you to throw it on your big screen TV when we put the show on. It's a lot easier to see the stuff. Some people complain that it's a little tough. Bailey Merzick says Captain Hook's residence. What else do you got, folks? That to me looks like a sickle. Just saying. Sickle ceilings. That's pretty good. Mike McLaughlin says, "Is Mike Myers home on Crystal Lake?" Tracy says, "Coonsicle." Kathy Cordy says, "Never hide in the garage." Never hide in the garage. That's pretty good. Sickle this. Lisa Wilson says, "I walk right out." Have a popsicle day. Ay, 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 ay. Sicko. Yeah, I agree with that. That's no motorcycle. That's pretty good. Says, "No, Zach, you can't buy that house." You got 30 seconds, guys. You got 30 seconds left. I've seen this in a horror movie before. That's pretty funny. 20 seconds. 19. Make it happen. Let's go. Your job is to caption it. Your job is to caption it. 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. What Realtors See number one? What Realtors See number one? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sickle ceiling, sickle ceiling, sickle ceiling, sickle ceiling. It says Facebook user, so let me know in the chat who you are so we can get that chance to win millions of dollars on a scratch off ticket out to you. Okay. Number two. Let's close this. This one. No. This one is in the same home, guys. I'm not going to pretend that it was all different houses. This is in the basement of the same home. Okay. The same home. There you go. I saw that in the basement of that same home with the sickle. What Realtor See number two? What Realtor See number two? Had a girl, Erica. That a girl winning your first round. Very nice. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What Realtor See number two? Saw that in the same house in the basement. Strap on. Jesus. Your job as a cash. Pick your punishment. That's a good one too. You better behave. Ooh, Chris Bergeron, the Beltway. That was a cute one. That's nice. My ass is in trouble. Jesus. No acting up in that house. My belts for before and after the Christmas holiday. That's pretty good. That's a good one. What do you think, guys? Again, these are real pictures from real homes. Well, now we might be understanding the sickle in the garage. Instead of measuring height, we measure width. The whooping wall. That's fun. Pick your punisher. All right, guys, I'll give you 30 more seconds. I'll give you 30 more seconds. Who's ready for a whooping? Jesus. Oh, yeah. Big ass whooping. You gotta love. Lena says it's a strap-on night. Strap slap. You got 10 seconds left, guys. 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a good one too. And the winner is big ass whooping. Yes, it was. It was. You go in that basement, you're getting a big ass whooping. That's what's happening. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to say this again, okay? The final one it might be a parental advisory or something like that because it's going to shock some of you, okay? It's going to shock some of you, but I don't know if it will. It probably won't, but it shocked me when I saw it. So Realtor See number 3, you got to look at it kind of carefully too. So you might have to blow it up. We'll have to see here. This one. I was shocked. Well, maybe not too shocked, but here we go. What Realtor See number 3? This was on a fridge at a home that we saw. There it is. What Realtor See number 3? Your job is to caption it. You caption it. You are the winner. You have the chance of winning millions of dollars on a scratch off ticket, courtesy of Talking Real Estate. Oh, yeah. There's a co-host tonight. Yep. She's in the house, Grace. You know who it is. Behind the scenes. So again, I saw this on a fridge at a house. I just started laughing. So just know we warned you. It's not the only big deal in this house.
That's pretty good. Oh, look at Bailey.
Life's greatest pleasures. Jesus. Janine McKay just says, I can't. I warned you guys, so you can't turn me in the FCC or anything like that. I warned you already. Speechless. Tastes like vinegar. Oh, jeez. Pickle pecker. Guess no one wants to comment on this one. Yeah, no, it's Got about 30 seconds, guys. Got about 30 seconds. Oh, yeah. Sounds like a party somebody posted. That's good. Oh, 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds. Oh, wait, hold on. I missed one. Sorry about that. I missed a bunch of them. Still trying to see what's wrong. Still trying to see what's wrong. Jesus Christ. I'm shocked. Just missing Boots and Bud. Yeah. Going to get spanked with one of those belts. That's true. Please wrap them to go. That's funny. Sounds like a barbecue. Where's the beef? Better if they come in pairs. Jesus criminy. I will not look this. I will not look at a tip mouse bird the same again. Jesus Christ. All right, now you got 10 seconds. I'm sorry I missed those, guys. Sorry I missed those. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Better than pickle tits. Jesus Christ. All right, Steve Kreitz, you are our third winner. Ladies and gentlemen, I warned you that was crazy and ridiculous. I did. All right, so before we let you go tonight, as always, we love to add to our community to make things bigger and better. I wanted to give you a couple of things before we go to the after show, though. So real quick, I'm going to put this out there for you. When we're talking about water, okay, there's an example water report from Allen Park. I'm going to do one from Dearborn Heights too. So just so you can see what's in your water, just kind of a little extra for you. So I'll throw that out there for you guys. There's Allen Park right there. And then there's Dearborn Heights, wonderful Dearborn Heights. There's our water report from 2021. So if you want to take a quick shot of that QR code, feel free to do that. Feel free to do that. I wanted to add those in there just so you get a chance to see them. Just so you get a chance to see those. All right. Now, last but not least, we love to add to our community. Like I said, we like to add to our community. So a couple places you can check us out at. You can join the Talking Real Estate Facebook group. There's a Talking Real Estate Facebook group right there. Okay, we have, I think, about 650 members right now. We try to add little details and little fun things for them. Most of our contests get run through there too. So if you want to join our Facebook Talking Real Estate group, feel free to do that. Also, real quick, the Bergeron Team YouTube channel, it has some very old videos of me. So you want to laugh at me a little bit. There's a chunky monkey version of me that's there. So you can laugh at those too. So feel free to laugh at those as well, guys. Okay. All right. Now, to the actual after show. The after show today, I'll have a couple things for you, just a couple fun things to talk about. It is in the Talking Real Estate Facebook group. So if you haven't joined that yet, make sure that you do. Guys, we had a ball with you today. My behind the scenes superstar Shelly's here with me. She's going to be with me all the time now. So it's definitely a fun and good thing. So, all right, we love you guys, and we are always talking real estate. See ya.